Welcome to G. Costa's Piano. This is a lesson about the grand staff. Okay, so what is the grand staff? The grand staff looks like this. It's the treble clef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sitting on top of the bass clef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll draw the treble clef. And I'll draw the bass clef. It's joined by a bar line over here, bar line here, and a brace. The brace looks like that. Okay? The grand staff is the treble clef staff sitting on top of the bass clef staff. Okay? Now, if you ever see a line note in the space in between the treble clef and the bass clef, then you know it's middle C. There's our middle C on the piano. Okay? So if you saw my video about the treble clef staff, then you would know that the 4 spaces spell the word face, okay? And if you saw my video on the bass clef staff, you would know the 4 spaces give us the saying, all cows eat grass, okay? And then here's our middle C in the middle. Now remember that each line and each space is a white key on the piano. Not talking about black keys, okay? So here's a line note of middle C. If we went up to the space above, it would be D. This is our D space note. If we go to the line above D, here comes E. The space above E, there's F. Line above F, here's G. Space above G, here's A. Line above A, there's B. Space above B, there's C. Line above C, there's D. Space above D, there's E. And the top line of the treble is F. Okay, there's our high F right there. Now if we go opposite, if we go down, now we're going down the piano to the left, getting into the bass clef, getting into the lows. So here comes space below middle C is B. Line under B is A. Here comes G, the space under A. Line under G is F. In between the dots is always F on the bass. Space under F is E. Line under E is D. There's our D, the line note. Space under D is C. Under C is the line note of B. Space under B is A. And the bottom line of the bass is G. So it's good to memorize the bottom line of the bass is G on the bass. In between the dots is F. Here's middle C. It's going to memorize that this is G right there in the bullseye, the G clef, otherwise known as the treble clef. And then we get to the top line, and here is the line note of F. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is find your middle C on your piano, okay? And then go up 4. So it's going to be C, D, E, F, and you'll be on the key of F, okay? I want you to hit down F, I want you to hit down A, I want you to hit down C, and I want you to hit down E, okay? So you'll be going up, it's called in thirds, okay? Thirds is what they're called, but that's going to give you a good reference of where face is on the treble clef, okay? Because then you can go up to the next line. If you were on the space note of F, you can go up to the next line of G, or if you were on the space note of A, you can go up to B or down to G. If you're on the space note of C, you can go up to the line note of D or down to this line note of B, and you see how it goes? Okay, another thing I want you to do is find middle C again, and then go down 4 to the G key, the G right below middle C, okay? So you'll go C, B, A to G, and you'll land on G. Go down a third, and you'll get down to E. Go down a third, you'll get down to C. Go down a third, you'll get down to A, okay? And it's good to know where the space notes are of all cows eat grass on the bass, okay? Once you find that, then if you're on the space note of A, then you know that the line above it is B, and the line below it is G, okay? If you're on the space note of C, you know the line above it is D and the line below it is B. If you're on the space note of E, you know the line above it is F and the line below it is D. And if you're on the space note of G, you know the line above it is A and the line below it is F, okay? So
All right, thank you for joining us. Please study the grand staff and practice drawing it. And we'll see you next time.